Welcome back to the Shake&Bake podcast. I'm here at the Hammer. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe as we're posting every week. Hammer, how was your week in the sports here?
Pretty good. I think it was a pretty disappointing NFL weekend, competitive wise. Started off with that clunker Thursday night in Denver, the Raiders. That was a snore fest. Bo Nix looked terrible, a million penalties. It was just, and then the weekend, name a few competitive games. You could say the Giants and the Bears and watch the Giants, choke another fourth quarter lead, which cost their coach his job, rightfully so. After blowing the Denver game, then blowing Chicago, they canned that turkey. The Jets game, surprised to see the Jets win. They played great defensively. Justin Fields is a horror show, but their defense and special teams played really well. And then, they had a clunker last night. I turned the game off at halftime. It was so bad. Philadelphia and the Packers. I mean, ironically, another 10-7 score to match the Thursday night game. Just horrible. I don't understand the Eagles, how they won the championship last year with play calling like that. We talked earlier. So conservative. All they do is run the ball and throw it to the tight end. A.J. Brown is the biggest bust on my fantasy team. He stinks. But other than that, I mean, there were a few good games. I mean, what do you think?
I'm happy the Jets got a win, and it's good for the coach to get a couple wins under his belt. I'm kind of tired of the people like I was before saying let's just tank for a draft pick, but like looking back on it, like we need to get some wins under our belt for like the team motivation and to really like build this team up from the ground. Because if you just keep losing, you don't want to be a losing team. You don't want to be a loser your whole life. So it's good to get a couple wins with the Jets, but the Lions, the 4 o'clock games, the Lions destroyed the
Yeah, that
Commanders.
was hard because you kicked my ass in fantasy with it.
Jameer Gibbs is the
Yeah,
best
Jameer
player in
Gibbs
the
is so
NFL.
good. He does everything. I mean,
And
if
then
you
you
have a,
had
I'm
and then
sorry.
you had the Seahawks, DeMarcus Lawrence. He has 2 touchdowns that game with the fumble recoveries, and he ties like CeeDee Lamb and a bunch of other fantasy guys for touchdowns, which is like
Yes, Seattle's
mind-boggling.
defense is no joke.
They're insane. And then the Rams destroyed the Niners. All the 4 o'clock games were like they were good watches
Horrible.
because it was like high scoring, but it
It was
wasn't
horrible.
competitively a good watch.
Like I said earlier, it was nice to see Salah get his ass kicked on his defensive coordinator for Frisco. They laid a 40 egg on him.
And
So,
then the 1 o'clock games were very good for me. I enjoyed a lot of the 1 o'clock games.
well, I guess that, the Patriot game was pretty good in Tampa. They went down and smacked Tampa in Tampa. I'm surprised Trevion Henderson was able to run that well on that Tampa defense. I was very surprised. I tell you what, they're the surprise team of the year to me. I mean, they're just unbelievable. They're
Todd
legit.
Bowles,
Todd Bowles. But I'm saying about the Patriots. I mean, how about Grable? I mean, right?
yeah, he's gonna win Coach of the Year probably.
I hate to say it as a Jet fan, the Patriots look legit.
We play them Thursday.
Goodbye, Jets.
And
But
then you had
Matt, going back to your point about the Jets, and we talked earlier on when they didn't win a game. We want to tank for the first pick. I knew that wasn't going to happen because don't forget they were competitive in 3 games. Against Pittsburgh, the opening game, which they blew, and then against Denver, and then against Tampa. So you knew they were going to win some games. It's good to see that the team hasn't quit on what do you call it, Aaron
Glenn.
Glenn. So I mean, hopefully he's building something here, and they have a lot of draft capital the next 2 years.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this team really get going. The defensive line is just looking unbelievable without Quinn Williams, which is like crazy to like believe. But Will
Well,
McDonald had like 3 sacks. Jermaine Johnson had a sack. He was in there. They were pressuring Dylan Gabriel all day. And I mean, the
that
line's not really that great, but it's good to see the Jets defense really bounce back after the first couple 4 weeks of, giving up 38 plus. So
that
Fields is
was
the problem though. This right now, the
he is
offense is the
awful.
problem.
What do you throw for 54
He had
yards? And
5 passing yards in the first half.
what happened to this guy?
I don't know. I mean, it was raining. I'll give him like that, but you can't just have 5 passing yards. Look at Dante Moore in Oregon in the college game. It was pouring rain. The guy drives 80 yards and throws an absolute dot to a guy in pouring rain. Like you can't do that if you're in the NFL. You have to throw a ball in the rain.
It's I mean, listen, he played in Ohio State. Ohio State doesn't have the greatest weather there. In Ohio, they go through some tough weather conditions. But I gotta say, I mean, the one play to Brees Hall was what 40 something yards.
Yeah, but it was like a little screen. It was like a 5 yard pass.
I know this guy can't throw downfield.
It's so bad.
He can't. I don't think he can throw 15 yards downfield. It's a joke.
Yeah, and then you have Gary Wilson, 3 to 4 weeks injury. I just want him to rest and get healthy. You don't want to just throw him out there. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, we're not
he's
going anywhere. Let him rehab and get back to work.
Exactly. Hopefully, he can draft someone who can be a compliment to him. And ease the pain. Double coverage is on him.
Yeah, I was looking at a couple guys that like cover the Jets. They said this quarterback class, they're really not high like Mendoza, and they don't believe like Dante Moore.
But did you
It,
see that game? I actually watched the end of that
Indiana
game.
game.
Oh my God, that
Yeah,
was
he was dotting the guys
that
up.
Indiana Penn State that last drive. That was unbelievable. I mean, Penn State was down. They came back, and then they were leading. And then what do you have? Like 2 minutes or under 2 minutes
Yeah.
to go in the game on his own 20. He
Yep.
drove them all the way down. And let me tell you something. That guy made some catch in the end zone. I don't know how he kept his feet in, both feet.
Yeah, yeah. I was unbelievable. I was watching
You guy
that
must be
live
like a
too.
ballerina dancer or something. I don't know how the hell he kept that. It was amazing. It was a Crockett Jr.
Yeah, but it depends on like what quarterbacks go because they said Dante Moore might not go. Maybe Ty Simpson might go because it's his first year starter as well. So you never
Well,
know. I mean,
I
they
don't think
had
the
the
Jets
Jets
are going to have
taking
a chance
Carnell
at him
Tate.
because they're going to be probably not. I think they're in the fifth slot now, so who knows where they're going to be.
They had the Jets taking a receiver, Carnell Tate from Ohio State. I mean, just draft Ohio State guys. It's you can't go wrong with anyone from Ohio
Especially
State.
wide receiver.
Yeah. But let's move forward to the Giants. They fired their head coach, and then Dart had a concussion. This is just an ugly situation here.
We had the game down here in Florida, so my wife's a big Giant fan, so we watched the end of the game, and right after the game when they blew it, I said, he's done. I think there's rumors out that after the Denver game, the ownership wanted to get rid of him.
Pulled a Woody Johnson.
Exactly. So it happened yesterday afternoon around 12:30. I heard the news that Dable was fired, and you know what? Rightfully so.
The thing that shocks me is why keep the GM though? And then he's going to be a part of the new hiring.
Yeah, that's a little head scratcher, but I think well, you know what? I heard something which they said Dable wanted Dart, but I mean, Dart's good. I mean, so if Dable wanted Dart, he was right there.
Yeah, apparently they extended the GM like before the season or something. I don't know what's going on. After that guy did the Saquon thing, I would send that guy off the team so
Well,
quickly.
well, they just moved into the number 2 slot, so the Giants have a higher draft pick now than the Jets.
It's so bad.
I know exactly, but I don't know. I mean, Dart went out in the game. He got a concussion.
He might be done for the season.
He might, and but still, they should have won. Wilson's a capable quarterback. I mean, there's no excuses for the Giants. They just their defense never seems to come up big when they need it.
Yeah, they have a really good line, but their secondary is so
Is
bad.
is bad. It's really bad.
But like if you look at it, why would you start A lot of Giants fans want Jameis to start. I mean, I'd rather have Jameis. The guy throws for like
Yeah, I
400
got to say
yards, five
Wilson.
touchdowns, five picks in a game.
Yeah, Wilson didn't look too good.
He needs to retire. He needs to go.
Exactly.
He's just like playing just to like get money or something. I don't know if he's going for like a record,
Damn.
passing touchdowns all time, but just retire at that
And how
point.
about your boy Stafford? I mean, the Rams look good.
I'm telling you, he's gonna win MVP. I've been saying it for the past 3 weeks.
I think I had him early in the season in fantasy. I dropped him like I always drop good players. And the Rams look good.
I was give you a little trivia question on Stafford. What do you think his like win percentage is? Is it over 500?
For what? What are you talking about?
Stafford, his win percentage all time.
Oh, probably over 500.
It's exactly 500.
Wow.
That one was 115, 115 and 1.
But he's got some good weapons to throw too. That helps. I mean, that Devontae Adams pickup was nice, and that really helps Nakua too. You have the two stud receivers on your team. I mean, and
They
you
have the
have
best offense. Them and the Lions have the best offense in the NFL right now.
and Blake Corum starting to emerge, my Michigan boy.
Yeah. Alma mater.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you call it? And they have a 1-2 punch with Karen Williams.
And
I
then they
love
have
him.
Shula as the defensive coordinator, another disciple of a great coach.
Well,
And then
Matt, after watching Philadelphia last night, I mean, I think the Rams are the best team in the NFC.
yeah, them and the Lions. But who's stopping? Like the defense on the Rams is so young and talented. They have so many guys that they got in, like the first round, which was like the late first round, and then they have like a second round guys. They have like all the guys from these rounds that are just starters and they're
They have
unbelievable.
a good organization. They're doing very well. They're
And would you
drafting
believe me if
well.
I said the Rams had the number 10 pick right now in the draft?
Jesus.
Because they got the Falcons, which because the Falcons traded back up and the Rams took their first round pick this year.
Yeah, talk about the Falcons. Let's go over to that game. I watched that game in the morning because I had my fantasy Bijan and Taylor. I mean, Taylor's just a monster, but Bijan is just like I don't know what's going on there. I mean, it's almost
He's
like a
got the
committee
plague.
now. Yeah, I mean they're giving in Algier the goal line touches. Like, what the hell's going on? I had two TDs to Algier in the goal line, inside the whatever on the goal line, and they give it to freaking Algier. And it's not making the Bijan. I'm sure fantasy owners very happy.
Yeah, it's very questionable. I mean, he is the power back, but they're giving it to Algier on like the 10-yard line and first and goal. Why? Where's Bijan? I was happy because I'm playing Bijan, but I was scratching my head like, why are you not
No,
giving this guy the ball?
I'm concerned now. I'm gonna have to play them both. I mean, I don't want to do that, but I mean, this week I'm gonna have to because I have Jonathan Taylor out. So I might have to play Bijan and Algier, which is not the worst thing in the world. Bijan's like a freaking receiver. They used him in the
Yeah, but
last game.
I was looking at the stat. They like refuse to throw him the ball because they used to do like a lot of screens and stuff to him, like slot screens and put him out wide.
Yeah,
They're just
those were
not doing that anymore.
creative. I don't know what their game plan was that game. They didn't like you said, screen passes, split them out wide and throw it to them. I don't know. I was very surprised by that game plan by Atlanta.
And then you had Drake London absolutely torch Sauce Gardner on a
Oh, that was
two-point
funny.
conversion.
Sauce, I think you saw his cleat fell off. He got beat so bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
It was hilarious. I'm
We'll take our
telling you,
two first, and
that
we'll
was a
get out of
great
there.
trade for the Jets. I mean, Sauce first year and a half, I thought was excellent. He started. I don't know, just didn't look like the same player he once was. So I think it was a good trade for the Jets.
Oh, absolutely. Great trade. I mean,
I
Drake
mean,
London kind of exposed him a little bit, but I mean, he still played well. He dropped the ball. He can't pick the ball, Sauce.
he's good. He is
He's
really
very
good.
good, though.
And then watching your Detroit Lions, I mean, tell you something. What the hell is going on? What happened to the Redskins? I know Daniels has been hurt all year, but they're awful. How do you go from like one of the better teams last year to one of the worst teams this year? Their defense is just putrid.
Yeah, their coach, Dan Quinn, is going to take over defense. He took the role. And then dude, Dan Campbell, my favorite coach in the NFL right now, takes over offensive play calling, and he finally realizes that he has to give the ball to Jahmyr Gibbs instead of David Montgomery.
Yeah, Gibbs is just so talented. I'm going to talk about that. He lines up right side on the outside like a receiver, just runs it, in post, and it's just touchdown. And nobody was near him. If you're the team, like, wouldn't you like try to cover the best player in the team?
They have so many weapons in that team, and it's
Yeah,
insane.
they're
I mean,
good.
but Gibbs is the best player. You have to obviously game plan around Gibbs.
Yeah, Gibbs is a beast.
And then David Montgomery, I think Dan Campbell realizes because the past couple of years they're in the playoffs. They like split reps. Obviously, Gibbs got like 12, Montgomery got like 15. But
Yeah, I
he
would if I
realizes
would.
Gibbs is like the X factor of this team, and if we give him
Yeah.
the ball and he breaks away, we're gonna win all the games. I
Well, they should
believe.
go to like basically Gibbs is your starting running back, and you spell him with Montgomery, and maybe once in a while on the goal line you give it to Montgomery because Montgomery is pretty much is pretty powerful on the goal line. But like I say, Gibbs should be playing I think 75% of the time.
Yeah, and their defense. I mean, it was Aaron Glenn, the true defensive coordinator of that team. They're looking unbelievable.
Yeah, no comment on that one.
Yeah, going back to the Commanders. Yeah, with Jaden Daniels, it's tough. I mean, they really
But
traded for a
they
lot of
had some like
pieces.
really like undisciplined penalties. I mean, one guy took a swing at St. Brown, right? Took a total swing at him.
Yeah, you got ejected, but they traded for a lot of pieces.
But also, I think a guy punched the referee in the end zone.
Yeah, he got ejected. That was the same guy. He was like going
What's going on
crazy.
with that team? The Commanders are like crap.
Yeah, they need to go back to the Redskins.
Yeah, exactly. That's such a stupid name. I gotta totally agree on that one.
No, but I just want to go to the Jets really quick because they're obviously our team. We root for them every week,
Right.
and you see the corners that the Jets have. Like they have like young guys, and you see
They
the
played
AZ
pretty well,
Thomas
right? You
guy.
saw the game. I didn't see the game, the whole game live. You did. How did the corners play without Sauce?
AZ Thomas, he got drilled by our own teammate and he got concussion, but throughout the game he played well. And the slot corner that we traded for on the Titans, who we replaced with Michael Carter when we traded
Hmm.
him, he's been playing unbelievable. And then they finally moved the safety Malachi Moore to strong safety instead of free safety.
That makes sense.
And the defense the past 2 weeks has been playing so much better.
Well, I think, like you said earlier, 3 sacks. I think Will McDonald had 4 sacks,
Yeah, he went off.
and Jermaine
They
Johnson
had
when he
six,
stays
total
healthy,
6 sacks.
yeah. And I think Quincy got in there, didn't he?
Yeah, and I don't know if they said they benched him this week or whatever. He got like a fire up his ass.
Well, he's probably after he got, his brother got traded. He probably was pissed off and maybe cursed at somebody. But yeah, I mean, he's a good player, Quincy. I wouldn't get rid of him unless you get a good draft pick.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do in the offseason with him because obviously he's on his last year. of his
You
deal.
said the Jets
But
are at New England this Thursday.
yep, we're at New England.
That should be a good test.
It's gonna be interesting. I just want to see like I don't know. I want the Jets to win, but it's gonna be tough because the Patriots D is very good, and we're gonna be without AZ Thomas, so it's gonna be interesting to see the other corners play and how they're gonna guard Diggs and all the other guys because they
Hey
have like
Matt, did Mitchell get in there?
no, he was just a scratch. Like we didn't play him.
Think he'll play Thursday?
Yeah, he'll play because Garrett's not playing. They'll
And how
probably
about the kid
play.
from Philly that got Mechie, whatever his name is?
Yeah, he got like a jet sweep and lost 6 yards, but
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
but it's
That's
gonna
really
be
good.
interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see the like AD Mitchell, Mechie, because I just want Fields to just throw it up and let the
Well,
guy make a
that's listen.
play.
The first half of the season, that's got to be the biggest disappointment for us Jet fans. We were all crossing our fingers with Fields, and hate to say, I think it's heading south as we speak now. It's just he just looks like a. I guess he can't read coverages. I don't know what's going on with this guy. He doesn't see blitzes coming. Um, I don't know. I guess the bulb's not very bright, on the
Yeah, he
lamp.
doesn't. He doesn't give the receivers a chance though. Like, shuck the ball up, let your receiver make a play, and like look at Garrett Wilson and Zach Wilson a couple years. He would chuck the ball up, and Garrett Wilson would catch it all like over the guy. Like, let the guy make a play.
Did he even target Wilson in the game?
Yeah, he did, and he threw a pick.
it's
But he did have the longest active streak for no picks, because you know why? Because he doesn't throw.
it's so bad. Come on, he threw for 50 yards.
And then Glenn in the press conference was like, "Don't ask me about the quarterback."
I know he's got a little bit Bill Parcells, Belichick in him, at the podium. But you're gonna have to face that. I mean, you paid the freaking guy 40 million bucks, 30 guaranteed. That's a pretty bad investment, if you've asked me.
All right, what's your win prediction on Thursday? What are the Jets gonna do?
I just hope they keep it close. I mean, it's gonna be tough to beat New England. I just like to see a competitive game. I'd love to see them upset them, but I think New England doesn't blow them out. But I think New England wins.
I think the Jets win. I think the Jets are gonna win by 10 points.
What are we betting? I'll bet. Want to put a wager on it?
Yeah, we could do a wager. I mean, I just think the Jets they're like kind of hot right now. And last Thursday night that the Jets played the Patriots, they beat them. And it's in New England. I mean,
Just
anything can happen. A divisional game. Look what the
who's the
Saints,
starting quarterback
Panthers.
Thursday for the Jets? Fields.
I don't know. Aaron Glenn's gonna put Fields out
If
there.
it's Fields, I'd like the Patriots.
How about the Saints and the Panthers?
You know what? I could care less about that game. To be
That
honest with
game
you,
was toilet bowl.
that would get. It was a good competitive game. Saints came back and won the game, but I mean, whatever. Those two teams. I mean, I'd rather watch, two
Paint
chickens
dry.
fight.
Yeah, it's bad. But who would you say is your top five teams in the AFC or the top five teams in the NFL right now?
You know what? Watch out for, like you said, the Ravens. I mean, Ravens in the AFC, but I mean, I don't know. Denver really, I lost a lot of respect for them on a Thursday night game. Watch it. Like, who's the best team in the AFC? The Patriots.
No, give me your top five NFL teams right now. Who are the top five?
I like the Rams.
Hmm.
You can't count out the boring conservative Eagles. They're freaking like watching grass grow to watch their offense. The Patriots, the Lions. I said the Rams, right?
Yeah. Do one more.
Uh, you know what? We didn't talk about this. My home team, the Dolphins. I mean, upsetting the Bills. That was a shocker. I mean,
The Bills are
you
not
you,
top. They're like top
you would
10.
think I would say Bills is my fifth top team, but the way the Bills, it seems like they have one receiver and that's it. So losing Stephon Diggs is huge for them. But I was shocked to see the Dolphins beat them. But I guess Denver. I don't know. I'm
I
sorry,
would put
Kansas
the
City.
Chiefs as
Kansas City.
last
The
team.
Chiefs. The Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean you got to beat them to like be the best.
Yeah, you can't count the Chiefs out.
But yeah, Buffalo looked terrible in that game. I was looking at the score. I was like,
I walked
up
down
my
to the
eyes. I was like,
beach
is that
bar.
true? 30-13?
It was 13-0 Dolphins. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And then Kelly's running with the ball. He fumbles it. I think they turned the ball over 3 times.
Yeah, James Cook fumbled, Josh Allen fumbled. It was just a disaster game from the Bills.
I'm surprised. I was shocked by that game. I thought the Bills would roll them.
Yeah, I thought they would absolutely destroy him too. But
Right.
Josh Allen, MVP last season, like what happened to him? Did he just like get his award and cash out?
I
What's
like the
going on?
Ravens better than him right now.
The Ravens look good. I told you. When
Yeah,
Lamar
Lamar
comes
makes
back,
a
the team
Lam,
gets some fire up their ass.
Lamar. Well, he's a good coach, too. I like Harbaugh as a coach.
Yeah, he's good, but their defense was horrible. And then They just like the past couple of weeks they've been allowing like 13 points a game and like two turnovers.
True.
And
No,
Lamar, there was a guy doing I think like an Instagram live or whatever, and Lamar's like turn that blank off right now because we got to lock in and focus as we're like 3-5.
I think even he gets into the wild card, you wouldn't want to play them in the
No, I
first
would not
round.
want to play the Ravens,
No, he's just too dangerous. You
especially
can't.
if Derrick Henry, all these
Right,
weapons, and
right.
their defense is starting to really look good now. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to play the
No,
Ravens.
I would not want to play. I mean, I guess we forgot to mention the Colts too. The Colts are playing pretty well.
Yeah, they are.
So I mean, you can't count the Colts out. They got a good, nice. They have a nice team.
It's gonna be interesting to see the playoffs and how it pans out, but
Should be a good playoffs
we
in
need the
both it.
Colts to lose for a Jets draft pick.
Yeah, exactly. We need Dallas to lose.
That's next year.
Yeah, I know. Still, it's 27 could be the year of the quarterback draft, and we got 3 first-round picks.
Take a quarterback every year, yes or no?
Yes. If you're the Jets, you take one every year.
Yeah, I agree. I think you take one in the first round and then you take one in like the
With
fourth round.
Matt, with our history of drafting quarterbacks, you take I would take it maybe take 5 of them in the next draft.
That's so
Maybe
bad.
yeah, maybe two will pan out.
There was a
Or
guy
maybe
who did thing. He's like, if I had a 20-minute conversation with Woody Johnson, I'll hold the curtain and behind it would just say Ohio State.
exactly.
I mean, you
Or
can't go
well,
wrong.
Oregon's pretty good, right? They turn out some good players. Michigan turns
Yeah,
out some good players. Stick with the Big Ten.
yeah, exactly. Big Ten is where it's at.
You
All
want
right.
to talk a little hockey?
Yeah, let's talk
Switch.
hockey.
Let's talk about my New York Islanders.
Yeah, how
Had
did the
a,
Islanders do last
they
night?
had a well, hold on. So let's start Friday. Friday they had a long weekend, many games. They lost. Unfortunately, they didn't play too well Friday night. Um, what do you call lost to Minnesota? Didn't play too well, and they came back, which I liked. When they win the back to backs, I like. That's a sign of a team that's well coached. And they came back and spanked the Rangers, the Garden, on Saturday 5-0. That was like the Rangers' fifth shutout loss at home at MSG. They were 0 like I think 0-6-1. They lost 7 games at home until last night. They finally beat the Predators at home 6-3. Their first home win of the season. I mean, we're only 16, 17 games in, but then the Islanders last night had a big win against the Devils in overtime. Matty Barzal with the game winner. So they're 8-6-2 right now. They're surprising me. I think this Schaefer kid makes a big difference. Bo Horvat's having a great start. He's got 12 goals. I think he's second in the league in goal scorers, and I'm pretty happy with the Islanders right now. Well, I mean, we'll cross our fingers. Let's hope they stay healthy. And like we had said earlier, I'm not changing my tune. I think they'll battle for a playoff position.
It's going to be interesting to see what the GM does at the deadline because I believe they're going to fight for a playoff spot and they're going to make a trade. They're a very good player.
And Palmieri and Drouin, I think that's that one line. They look really good. And like I said, Schaefer makes a huge difference on the power play. I think he had another assist last
He
night on
just
the
makes
power
the
play.
team look so much better.
He's so fast. We got to keep him. We got to get him to the weight room and get him. Put him on steroids. I don't care what you do. Give him some freaking burgers and fries every day. I don't care what you do. Put on like 20 pounds on the kid and put some muscle on him and
How are the
whatever.
goalies playing for the Islanders? Sorokin, is
Well,
he?
that's good point, Matt. Sorokin's started out slow, but now he's starting to cook. He's playing really well.
What's the other guy's name? The backup?
Richie. They got him out from one of the Western teams. I'm not sure. It wasn't the Ducks, but I think it was Calgary. So he's good. He's pretty good. I mean, the Islanders' defense. That's where I think their flaw is. They're a little long in the tooth on the back line with age, except for Schaefer. But that concerns me. And their penalty killing's still not that great.
Yeah, I'm watching their penalty kill because I was watching the game against the Rangers and they just like stand there and then just like let the teams pass it around them. Like
Yeah, I
I
know.
watch the other teams like the Florida Panthers and like the top teams, they pressure and they go back and forth like pressure,
I
pressure,
would
and
put
then
Schaefer
get
on the
them to
penalty.
make a mistake.
They should put Schaefer on the penalty kill. He'd be perfect. He's so fast.
They just stand still and then just let Sorokin get ripped with
Yeah, I saw that
shots.
power play goal the Devils scored, and Pulak and Pellich were out there. I'm like, whatever. They weren't doing much.
I don't understand that. That
But
is the one thing that
but going
drives
on
me
to more
crazy
hockey,
about it.
the season's young, but there's some surprise teams. In the Eastern Conference, the Canadians are on fire right now. They're playing really, really well. They have a nice young team. They're going in the right direction. And then in the West, ex-Rangers, Truba and what's his name? Who was the forward the Rangers traded to or the to the Ducks?
I
Kreider,
don't
Chris
even
Kreider.
Kreider, yeah.
So the Ducks are off to a really good start. The Avalanche are controlling that conference. I mean, they're so loaded this year. They're in my opinion they're the team to beat this year. And the Panthers had a nice win last night in Vegas, so you can't count the Panthers out. They still
They're still
Marchand.
banged up, right?
Yeah, they're banged up, but Marchand's like scoring every game. I mean, what a great trade that was last
That
year by
guy's a
the.
beast.
He's a beast. So you know what? They're hanging in there. The Panthers. All the Panthers have to do is uh, get into the playoffs and then watch out. And I saw they showed a picture over here in one at Holiday Park. Someone snapped a picture of Barkov working out. He's a stud. He's the captain. So I think he'll be back for the playoffs.
Wow. I don't want the Panthers to come close to the Islanders' record, but it's going to
Yeah,
be good
either
to
do I.
watch.
But if they happen to, yeah, if any team happens to do it, I wouldn't be that upset because the Panthers. I like the Panthers.
Do you see the Islanders making a move at the deadline?
Matt, going back to what you said before, it all depends on where they're positioned. If they're fighting for a playoff spot or they're in a playoff position or close to one or in one, I think they'll add. If they're out of it, I think they'll definitely subtract.
Yeah, I want the Islanders to do well, and I want Wild to stay because I like him as a coach. He's a really like hard-nosed
I
guy. He
think he's
doesn't.
I think he's doing a good job. And I tell you what, the GM they have, Darsh from Tampa, I love him. And he benched Barzell. He said we have a standard here. You got to follow the rules, or that's it.
Kind of lit a fire under Barzell.
And he said that's what we did in Tampa. We won a few cups there. He's got a good pedigree. This guy, I tell you, I really like this guy, Darsh.
Yeah, I got to go to a couple Islander games
You
to
should.
watch. Yeah, they're gonna
It's
be
getting
good.
cold in New York, huh?
Yeah, it's snowing here right now.
It was 50 degrees here in Fort Lauderdale. It was pretty cold today, but I love it. I love the change of weather here.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting with the Islanders. I want Sorokin to do well, but I don't know. Barzell kind of deters me sometimes with the stuff he does.
Well, yeah, he turns the puck over a lot, but he's so talented. You see that breakaway last night? He's
Did you see his
buried it.
pass with the Ranger game where he was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
he's unbelievable.
And Horvat, I tell you, Horvat's a
He's
beast. I
having
mean,
like an MVP type year.
yeah, he's doing really well. But it's interesting they fired one of the coaches, the goaltending coaches, and they brought this other guy in to work with Sorkin, and then they also showed Wah working with him at one of the practices. So that could be a big thing if Patrick's giving him tips because Patrick was one of the best goaltenders ever.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. All right, we're gonna be racking up the
We coming
shake
back
and bake
on
pot.
Thursday? What are we doing?
Yeah,
What are we doing?
we're gonna come
What are
with
we
another
doing, Matty
episode on
Ice? We're
Thursday.
shake and bake.
And make sure you guys give us a comment. What do you want to hear below? Because Hammer's takes are not that good, apparently, is what we got.
Bring it
So
on. Hammer is open for any questions. We're going to have to set it up that people can call in and ask us any questions about fantasy, Jets, Giants, Rangers, Islanders, Mets, Yankees, whatever you want.
let's go, Mets.
Let's go Mets, man. It's free agency starting soon.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.